morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? Karibuni sana. Of course, that was Okelo Max's new album, Healing. Hope you guys get to jam into those amazing songs and go and check him out. Most definitely, just released a new album. I think that was like 3 days ago. Go and check it out. But karibuni sana to the Rythm Scoop Show, Arts, Entertainment and Culture. It is, of course, 50 minutes past 4 p.m. Kenyan time, and the weather is a bit calm today, really cold in the 254, mostly in the Route 125. I've noticed that so much. It's actually really cold on this side. Let us know where you are tuned in from. How was your weekend, and are you excited for this amazing week of Monday? Karibuni, they call me Essay to the Money Plans. I'm the captain of the show every Monday from 5 anytime unatuona tu tutakuwa tu hapa ndani na nini. But of course I'm joined by this amazing panel with me. Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good. It's evening actually. It is 10 minutes to 5 p.m. Kwaje. How are you guys doing?
Good. I don't know if it's cold. I believe today it's been really sunny. I don't know. Maybe you're the one feeling cold. It's been really sunny today.
Yeah. Maybe time nilitoka nasikia tu baridi.
Yeah, it's sunny today. It's warm. The temperature is not really that cold. So anyway, much love. Karibuni. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Welcome. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. And welcome to the Rythm Scoop Show. My name is Joby. Enjoy.
Yeah, it's the one and only Camlish. I have antlers now. But yeah, it's a good Monday. Yeah, and I'm great. I all do.
Fabulous. My name is Iritan Lungoria. Welcome to yet another conversation. I hope you had a glamorous, productive weekend, fun, restful, whatever it is. But welcome to another week for doing it major as you should. But enjoy the conversation.
Amazing. Kabla tutakuwa mwisho kujintroduce, unaribu psych.
Oh.
Unaribu. Like utakuwa mwisho huko after kila mtu. Exactly.
But yeah, it's the one and only me.
Yeah.
The guy that is not a Chelsea fan. At least that nikibuy ndudu nitakuwa msi wa Chelsea.
That's your introduction.
Yeah.
Okay. Lakini mko aje though? How are you guys doing?
Good.
How was your weekend?
Glamorous.
Amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. But before we come back and find out what you guys were up to on the weekend and weekend recap, we're taking a short musical break. I started that the show with Okelo Max, who actually just released an album over this weekend, and he did a launch which we're coming back to talk about when we come back after the short musical break. So I'm gonna play both ladies still from the same album. Enjoy, and please keep it locked as we come back. Please get your quotes of the week, of the day ready. Change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Also, I repeat on a daily. It says, I will remain focused on my goals, even if I have a moment of difficulty. I will not give up. I know success comes with consistency. I know that I will make it. Things will get better. No problem or challenge will stop me. Everything I deserve is coming my way.
Alright, my quote of the day, I have to, very simple: hit the gym, avoid drama, smell nice. Everyone smell nice. Man, I can't stand Tonanuka Jasho. Make money, level your circle, talk less, heavy on that too. Pray more if you do pray or whatever you do. Think highly of yourself. Be positive of yourself always. And then the next quote I have is: never become so thirsty that you drink from every cup presented to you. That's how you get poisoned.
A book a day keeps stupidity away.
Period.
Whatever you're not choosing, you're allowing. So if you're not choosing success, you're allowing failure. If you're not choosing a healthy lifestyle, you're allowing a not healthy lifestyle. If you're not choosing consistency, discipline, you're allowing. So whatever you're not choosing every day is what you're allowing into your life.
That is, of course, Boss Lady. Go and listen to the whole album if you have time. And of course, if you will not get time, tune in on the Vibe Show every Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. Utasikia pale tunajicheza back to back. But karibuni, welcome back, amazing people. How was your weekend, guys?
That was good. Can't
Yeah.
complain. Chilled, nice and easy. Yeah.
Alright, come let you.
I'm still hydrated.
How was your weekend?
I'm still hydrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
don't
you
wanna
were
chill with
keeping
you
it
anymore.
thirsty.
I don't want to chill. Part of that is chilling with you.
Wallah,
Chilling with you.
guy. Could you chill though?
Eh, I'm still having a headache. Crazy.
Right.
Shikatana.
The chilling was chilling.
Yeah.
Then
Chilling was chilling.
Yeah. Even how was your weekend?
Amazing. Productive. Not productive in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, just with my friends.
But did you
Yes.
say reproductive or productive?
Productive.
You want to know where's my sushi? You texted me about sushi.
Yes.
Or you
I
texted the wrong
did.
person, maybe?
No, not really.
I was to ask that on air specifically.
Oh my, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You texted me
Literally
sushi.
on
Where's
the
my
spot, Because I
sushi?
remember you liked some seafood and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's coming, honey. My God. Sorry, my British cleaner. I forgot to carry it for you.
It's okay.
Yes.
Alright.
But it will be soon be delivered to you. Yes.
I was just inquiring.
Right.
Yeah, because I thought
Because
maybe
I'm
you
a
texted the
client.
wrong person,
Really?
you know.
Mhm.
Maybe I replied the wrong text. I don't
No,
know.
you
Because I didn't see my sushi today. So like, why did she ask? She didn't even ask which flavor,
Oh
what,
my
which
God.
one, which type I like.
You're like,
You
maybe she
know,
texted
maybe
the
with the
wrong
raw fish or without
No.
the fish.
Sushi has flavor.
Yenye kuna raw, kuna yenye kuna raw fish.
Yes.
Kuna
Some with some sauce in it or not, or some chili in it. if
yeah,
you
I
want.
like the one with the kamchele.
Yes.
Now the raw fish, and then dip it in vinegar.
The sauce. Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Me, by the
The
way.
sauce makes it all.
Yeah, vinegar. Specifically. Vinegar.
Please relate.
The three of us, you the audience.
As you're like, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? Because I don't understand. But thank you guys for not asking. My weekend was
How was
amazing.
your weekend?
My weekend was amazing.
By the way, umefurahi.
And umefurahi. I had a fantastic weekend. And it's a beautiful Monday. Not because I kufurahi. Yeah. That's
When your
just
friend is
it.
happy.
Yo,
Are there other
Mkisi.
things that make someone happy?
Mkisi.
Okay. Really? Okay. Specifically?
Mkisi. Onakuja. Amefika wapi?
I know, literally.
Onachezea mimi.
Tena na watu wangu. But anyway, as we start our show for today, I have a couple of news and updates. The first one I want us to talk about ni our levy.
No, Not on your
Inquire.
comment.
Inquire iwa tu tumenyamaza. Ongea.
Inquire.
Ongea.
How would you feel about that report?
Then you.
It's incoming.
Yeah, so the incoming report is that the government has raised legal drinking age from 18 to 21, and of course there are also some, it has also banned online alcohol sales, no, yet to ban, and of course also home deliveries. Now the government through the NACADA is planning major changes to alcohol laws in a bold effort to fight the growing problem of alcohol and drug abuse, particularly among young people. Among the measures are raising the legal drinking age from 18 to 21, banning online alcohol sales and home deliveries, and of course creating alcohol-free zones around schools, churches and residential areas. These proposals are part of the newly launched 2025 National Policy on Alcohol, Drugs and Substance Abuse, which marks the strongest move yet by the government to deal with a crisis that is silently destroying families and weakening their national productivity. In addition, the policy seeks to strictly control where the alcohol can be sold. Outlets will no longer be allowed to operate within 300 meters of learning institutions, churches, and residential estates. If strictly enforced, this route could result to the closure and relocation of thousands of bars and liquor shops across the country. There will also be tighter rules on alcohol advertising, and this is where there is a catch, in recognition of the influence that digital platforms have on young people. NACADA will partner with communication authorities, the DCI Cybercrime Unit, and Kenya Films Classification Board to monitor harmful online content, shut down illegal alcohol sellers, and remove any material targeting minors. The policy further highlights the role of employers in addressing alcohol abuse. Businesses will be expected to support workplaces awareness programs and help workers who may be struggling with alcohol. Further, the policy proposes banning on outdoor alcohol ads, social media promotions, and endorsements by public figures. Alcohol advertisements will not be allowed during children's television shows, school events, or on public holidays. Every alcohol container will also be required to carry clear health warning in both English and Swahili. While Kenya alcohol industry contributes significantly to the economy through taxes and employment, the government urges that the social damage causes it as far greater. So that is what is happening. Of course, also I've seen people like BN who actually has come out to actually not support it in form of course advertisements. Amenda akasema NACADA promotes Amenda akasema BN now proposes banning alcohol advertisements and online sales, and he wants to change the legal drinking age to 21. That's NACADA. Asema the government recently banned advertising of betting. These bans affect creative and advertising industries heavily. What is this fake morality? Pretending to care about Kenyan youths, they are killing.
Yeah.
So that is what is happening.
Tumada, si pombe tumade.
Anasema this is fake morality, and of course also influencers wenye wana promote. Kujua pia kuna maambassadors wengine. Kujua pia watu wanakuanga na mashow pale. Ukiweka pale pombe yako hivi maybe you advertise. Ujue pia wasanii pia, of course, ambassadors and stuff, marketing. So it's really going to affect a lot of people. But before we get into that, let me hear your perspective, starting from Joker, about all this.
Siwezi bila pombe. That's just the hashtag Shatuliani.
Pombe.
I know. Siwezi bila pombe. I mean, if I'm an alcohol seller, do you think I really care about someone being 21 or 18? I need money. Okay?
Definitely.
Especially if looking at the taxes, when you wamepandisha taxes hadi za pombe zenyewe. So wapombe wenyewe wanaumia literally.
Exactly.
Like it's not like they're really making a lot as much as probably they're making a lot that much. Nimeona taxes like zimepanda a lot on alcohol, and you can realize even some prices za vitu zingine zimeenda high. Like it's, I don't believe actually those regulations that zitakuwa that much followed. Maybe on the advertisement segment, maybe that can be taken serious, because we're talking about advertising alcohol during children's program, which I believe is something that should be actually should have been regulated kutoka kitambo. Hakuna time ya adverts ya vitu kaa hizi, but sasa zenye watu hiyo wako certain programs are going, you shouldn't be allowed.
I know.
Delivery. Talking about delivery as well. Utajua aje kila liquor store if they do deliver or not. You think someone is gonna stop giving their services, and that is probably what brings more customers there because they can deliver. Unlike maybe liquor store iko hapo chini lazima uende. Na kuna mtoto ako pale kando ya huyu anaweza niletea. I don't think literally maybe they will, maybe they'll not. Maybe I'm the one acting ignorant, but I don't believe they really follow up on everything. And at the end of the day, you can't katazam to ashafika 1880. Wewe sijui. Especially in today's generation, let's just be factual. Kama si wenyewe tulianza kukata pombe sijui tukiwa at what age, before the actual age. So it's someone who you're telling who already has an ID that you can't do this sijui till you're 21. Huko si majubana. This is not America. This is Kenya. Like bro, so those are my points. That's my review on that.
Listen. I'm a Mosiria. Unaona jinga. Okay, listen. So that if you hear listen.
Cook,
listen.
Yeah.
Look at it from this point of view. So we won't have alcohol at State House since anajenga kanisa. So I'm 18. Niko na ID. You're taxing me. I can go to war, but I can't drink.
What do you mean?
Huh. You see, there's a whole notion of policy should be researched. People come up wilding, spewing whatever they want. The backstory on that policy be coming up. Who does it affect? When you're out here, and Bien has said it, right? You're shooting people, you're killing people, when the young people decide to go get jobs, right? They become content creators, musicians, wanapata endorsement moja ya betting, una ban hiyo, right? Wanaenda wanapata ya TI, una ban hiyo. What do you think that is? That is the government literally not providing jobs and then undercutting you at every turn when you're trying to make money. And then when they say advertising in kids programs, that shit doesn't happen. No, pardon my Brigitte. It doesn't happen anymore. Alcohol advertising starts kutoka 10:30 usiku.
Yeah, you know it's supposed to be
Sawa.
10:30
What
usiku.
TV?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what.
Yeah. You can't put alcohol kwa show ya mtoto. Ama you can't advertise alcohol before 10:30 in Kenya. Okay?
It's only fake policy.
These are policies za wizi. This entire statement is geared towards coming up with a project to steal public funds.
That's what I
Talked
said.
about that, yeah.
Okay? Because it doesn't make sense. Number one, how are you policing and becoming the moral compass of an entire country? This is Saudi Arabia.
I know.
Okay, this is not a dry country. Our country is wet, eh? But when you have when you have deputy Jesuses, sawa, trying to show how they are the proper Christians. This is what that Jewish guy was talking about in the Bible. Before you toa whatever from my eye, get the log out your eye. Before you come telling me that oh, mnateseka sana na pombe. Who told you tunateseka? First of all, it's not cheap to be a drunk.
Okay.
You need money, because you're not drinking tu vitu. Hata kama ni tu vitu, hakuna pombe mzuri, hakuna pombe yenye hii. Tao kuendelea. Hata kama ni 800 bado ni tao, sababu nikishatoka hapo hiyo 150 na baki hata yezi panda senke. Na kula mturai inaisha. Na hiyo ni dinner. I chose alcohol over food.
Wow.
So why are you trying to interfere with my... This is the only way I numb the pain of you being president, by the way. If I'm sober, maandamano daily sasa, si Tuesday peke yake. If I'm sober, I can't deal with this. And it comes to a point where you start asking yourself some very pertinent questions. Who does this serve? Who does this policy serve? Because betting, maybe ana kampuni ya betting, ndio maana bado anawabana. Ngoja atoke yake muone. Atakuwa nasema na kubet. You should do this. ekubet.
Uh-huh.
Betting should be regulated properly, not you cut off an entire revenue stream of a whole industry. Do you know how many creatives are being fed by betting companies? So what do you want? You want young people who you're not providing jobs for to make content, have nobody putting money into that whatever, and then starve and die off
And still
being
take
broke.
a percentage of the little they make. Don't
Okay?
forget.
Now, unataka sasa tukue nini? Bible salesmen. Tukue Jehovah's Witness si wote.
Tuuze wheelbarrow.
Tuuze wheelbarrows, wheelchairs.
Wheelchairs.
There comes like it's so out of touch with society. Okay? It's very out of touch. And if you're saying, oh, kids are ordering alcohol, ndio maana watakuwa delivered alcohol. No. Wazazi wao wako na pombe kwa nyumba. It is not that your kids are ordering alcohol. There is no such. And we started drinking early, and we are still mentally, we can see your bullshit. It doesn't add up hata kidogo. Like the entire policy is literally harmful to the creative industry, because that is where most young people are. And me personally, nikiangalia kitu, every policy that the government is coming with is to harm the young people. Like hadi mama mboga ni mlevi, ndio katekate hiyo mboga ashinde hapo akipigwa na jua the whole day, anaenda anachukua kakura. Saa wako like si ulevi ya kuanguka. Kila mtu Kenya ni mlevi. Kila mtu Kenya ni mlevi, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. We might not be drinking recklessly, but we are drinking as a nation. Like, here's the thing. Instead of doing all that, kuja kwa ground. Actually employ researchers to figure out a proper policy that will reduce alcohol dependency and increase productivity for the companies that are making the alcohol. Because the more you reduce the expenditure, kuna advertising agencies that work with these people. Now they can't advertise. That's somebody that's going home hungry, because now EABL cannot make ads. Furthermore, atujui atalinda aje mtoto sasa.
Okay.
You get? No, what I'm saying
A
is,
lot of them are endorsed, and it's crazy.
Yes.
Because most of these people, ukiangalia most of the people in the creative process, I feel like ABL and alcohol companies are the ones that put in money. Gava is uko like, unasikia nani ni ambassador na inamlipa. Unaget, most people actually don't make money even with shows. Times zenye hakuna shows. Hizi ma companies ndio zinawalipa. And then you want to cut it off. It becomes a huge problem.
like personally, I have been sponsored by alcohol before. Shout out to Brand Bet, right? And that whatever kept me afloat for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay? They're out of touch with what iko kwa ground. And this is what happens when you have a whole government that, what do you call them? They sit on the throne and direct the peasants on how to be peasants.
That's true.
You don't even know what people are going through, Sudi. You're seated in a car worth almost 100 million. Ama niende ocha, ama sijui nini. They're literally costing young people jobs, okay? And we will not go become deacons. This is literally how illicit brews take over, because this will add taxes, okay? Once the taxes zimeongezeka,
Pombe inapanda.
Sasa kama already
Mimi nataka
Kama
kusikia
pombe
vizuri.
ni 3000 si utaenda kunywea so.
the other day tukiwa huko hivyo super ulisema ile wine ilikuwa TZ ni how much? 500.
Kuna za punch, kuna za tao.
Hapa hivi inauzwa
Like literally
1700.
pombe TZ ni cheap.
Hapa inauzwa 1700. And I guarantee you umse hiyo pombe angeuza 500 na bado make profit. But most of that is taxes. Who gets these taxes?
The government. They are saying actually, hata kama like the alcohol industry contributes significantly to the economy through taxes and employment, the government urges that the social damage it causes is far greater.
So question. Quick question. You decide to over-regulate. You know there's such a thing as over-regulating. Right? You over-regulate a whole industry. The people with problems will still have problems. Becoming an alcoholic or irresponsible drinker, okay, is a choice. So many people drink every day and they're still functional. So many people like to have a beer when they get home. Does that make them losers? Or since sasa unataka ni travel nini 600 miles ndio nipate bicycle open. So 300 meters from where? Churches. Alright.
Churches, residentials and schools.
How about this? How about first of all we regulate churches? Sababu kuna kanisa kila pahali Eastlands.
Na kuna
There's a
pia
church
wines
that's
sana.
neighboring a church. So you mean sasa wines Eastlands hakuna sasa ni kama lazima ukuje sijui ndio wapi ndio upate wines because there are churches everywhere. And why are we protecting churches from alcohol? Are churches schools?
They're also saying schools.
Yeah, fine. That's understandable. But why a
And
church?
it's crazy thinking about it. Growing up, when you were sit down a liquor store. Kuna pubs, to pub, hakuna liquor store. Like a whole just standing up liquor store. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
But right now, if you walk around, it's opposite.
Not really, I didn't see
No,
any
kuna tu
liquor.
pub, tu keg, tu
pub,
nini,
not
tu nini.
liquor store.
Hakuna liquor store.
Yeah.
Sawa ni
So hizi
pub.
pubs pia hizi joint pia umesema wanafunga.
Yep.
Okay.
How many people are employed in those pubs? Now,
It's
kwa,
only
kwa,
one person.
no, but cumulatively,
No, yeah.
when you look at the number of people that are in these wines, easy pubs, utu to locals, to amta, so many people wanaishi kwa bedsitter sababu hiyo kazi.
True.
You get? And my question is, why church? What's so special about churches that alcohol should not be near churches? Si hata Yesu alitengeneza pombe. He was a distiller.
You're trying to make this such a righteous, religious type of a
And that's
country, like
that's what Bien is talking about right
That's,
there.
that's the problem.
Okay.
That's really a huge problem.
Kila mtu anataka kuwa deputy Jesus.
the narrative won't fit, and it won't fit. You're dealing with the wrong generation. That's just the problem.
Tushaanza
Like,
kukunywa.
please, unaongea na watu, mtu anaangusha mizingo. I've seen how people chuck on alcohol, like, you know, mtu anaweka mzinga na huo ni mdemu. Like, mtu ako club ameshikilia mzinga na zingine na zingine. Like, who are you really talking to?
Alafu ni pesa yangu.
Exactly.
Mbona unaingilia pesa yangu?
Mostly ni watu wako campus. Mtu wako campus, let's say mtu ametoka high school, because the earliest, the latest probably umemaliza high school ni 19 join college. Patana na makurutu wenzako huko. You drinking, you smoking, you're doing every kind of crazy thing you can. Plus you're young. Mbona msijibambe?
You, what do you think?
I don't have so much faith in the rules and regulations. Sounds great, right? But looking back,
On paper.
looking back in regards to the rules and regulations that have been brought up, nothing has never been followed through, like at all. Nothing. It's just maybe an announcement for podcasters. And looking behind it, as I talked about in the morning, also Hamlet mentioned the same thing. There's some funds which will be taken, stolen in regards to.
Not some, your day.
Yeah,
They
in
also
regards
want to bring
this
also programs.
project. That is so true. For the children's programs, definitely makes sense. Shouldn't even be there. Like,
It's
why?
not even happening right now.
I'm just saying, definitely makes sense. But will they follow through with that? No, I don't think so.
Alright.
I don't think so.
It's
because-
this. It's sorry to distract you. It's
Okay.
like the same regulation. Makanga watu wanafaa kuwa na uniform. Police officers, all of them should be on uniforms. Where do we even see that? These people operating on civilian uniforms and schemers,
And
killing
Subarus.
people. So, since if you really wanted to ever like make us think you're really serious with
You
every
care about
type
us?
of
Yeah.
law, like
Every-
hata tuone the previous
Yeah.
ones zenye zimekuwa
Exactly.
introduced, being put into actions. Why are police officers working with civilian uniforms? Makanga, mbona wasikuwe na uniforms? Because that was something actually I remember during Kibaki's time, if I
Mbona
can
matatu
remember.
zinabeba
It was
excess?
very serious. Makanga ungempata bila uniform. But today is just a norm. Hata hiyo kufunga belt. There was a time it was really, really serious. You can't
Yeah.
just get in a matatu na ukose funga belt. But today,
Utashikwa.
come on.
It's true.
I-
You can
I-
walk in some
buses zenye hata
countries
hazifanyiwi
literally, and you
service.
feel like, oh my god, there's a leader here. Like the video that I shared, so you don't even have to ask because it's just law and order. Not even to like really put the citizen in a corner. No, not like that. It's because they really appreciate what's really happening. You can see there's like a lot of striving happening. But Kenya, honestly, mostly this government.
Umesema Kenya?
But Kenya, what have you really?
Umesema Kenya.
When you see what's really happening in this country,
Umesema Kenya.
nothing really goes on. There's always just an announcement of, wow, sounds brilliant, or sounds, some type of way. But it's never followed through. And I believe there's supposed to be an amount of money actually going into that sector. And you know what really happens by the end of the day.
Hakuna money inaenda by.
So,
I
and
know.
I saw this, it was a train of thought. Nomsi alikuwa anasema, countries that have leaders that work for the people never even know who the leaders are.
Yeah,
That's the video.
That's the video that we shared.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
That's the
like,
one.
but because you ask them and they're like, I don't know.
Good.
Yeah.
Because everything is working, right?
Everything works.
Exactly.
Sasa uko hapo,
What
that
do
is
you-
CS wa
I
interior.
know. You ama
Who's the
unaona
MC of
barabara
this
mbaya uko like
place?
nani wa barabara.
Wanajua.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's so frustrating. You have to know,
Exactly.
like, who's the leader of this,
Exactly. You're forced
So
to.
annoying.
But you guys look at it from also a different perspective.
Which
alright?
is?
Uh-huh.
Which
Tell
is?
us.
Okay, skia. A few months ago, sindio, mi sikubaliani na hii policy.
Okay.
I we also have to agree.
S-
No way,
betray
Scarlett,
us.
I'm cooking.
Betray
Let me
us.
cook.
Judas.
Let me cook. I'm saying, the policy will not work, and not all of it is okay.
Yeah.
But also we have to accept that there is also problem of drug abuse and alcohol in the
That's a-
country.
that's a fact.
A few weeks ago, we were reporting. You remember? Is it Udhiru or where?
Yes.
People on the streets wao wenyewe wanasema tusaidieni serikali, watu wanakufa hapa na pombe, vijana, outlets everywhere, and it's of course it's also illicit.
Yes,
Unaona,
the illicit ones.
which they're also talking about here. Unaget the other time in Kirinyaga, which buried almost 60 people in the same night. To imagine who ulikuwa tu mtu wa kwanza, mtu akwambia mtu wangu sitende tujaribu, and that's how you die that day and everybody died, of course. Let us not also forget that is also becoming a problem. Unajua,
solve
and
that
I
issue.
actually say if there is a way to regulate it, because if we say you're actually going to not work on it, it is true people have actually lost lives, Kamlesh. It is true there is an alcohol problem in the country,
Yes.
right? But it doesn't mean if you change from 18 to 21 hawatakunywa.
That's true.
Unajua?
Yeah.
Before you continue, number one, how watu wote, these young people, if they had jobs, they
I
wouldn't.
don't-
Listen, let me finish. They wouldn't be in illicit drinking dens. Wangekuwa naweza afford nini? Good liquor that will not kill them.
But also ukumbuke
Number-
juzi tu walisema kuna pombe yenye iko poa.
Yeah.
Pombe zote Kenya,
Yes,
hadi
yes,
hadi
right?
mabia ni
Again,
illicit. Uko like what the hell?
Who was that said that?
I don't know, Kebs.
Fine.
Yes, there's
Now-
news and updates.
Let's deduct kidogo. You have an agenda. You want to drive that agenda with the pesa.
That's a
You-
fact.
First of all, you plant the idea that everything you're drinking is not good.
Right?
Ah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
kuna pia ma counterfeit.
Cheki.
actually
Hadi
counting.
Kenya Kibaki
Machuo-
kulikuwa na 10.
machuo mzingine
Sawa. No,
machuo
like,
mzingine unaonaga tu
people-
watu wanachukua machupa wanaenda kujitengenezea
Fine.
Have the
mtaani.
cat
Fine.
tag on it.
True. Now, what you do, how do you reinforce that tag?
That's what I'm talking about.
Figure out how you curb down and reduce illicit drinks. Not how you make it harder for me, the Kenyan, to have a good time.
Me actually, even what I was thinking
And
is
then-
find the root cause as to why people are drinking.
I agree.
Job-
And then,
Joblessness.
exactly, and then start solving from the root,
Yes.
because you cannot cut from the stem na root iko
You
on
haven't actually
itamea
worked on the
tu
roots.
itamea unajua.
Yes.
So let's find the root cause, and even if you say you're putting money, let me see if it's gonna work, because this story ya kusema cutting clubs, these people own clubs.
Of course.
These people in power, they own big clubs here in the 254 in Nairobi. Where do you think wako ready kukata? Ama wanataka tu hizi places ndogo zifungwe wao wapate biashara kwa
They own
club zao
hotels
also
which serve
sell
these
alcohol.
things.
But
Exactly.
today, we
Yes.
go back to what I was saying.
Mm.
I want to introduce a way for me to steal money
Okay.
through Nakada.
Which one?
Because hapo hivyo ndio niko na mtu wangu, si ndio?
Yeah. See, he was
Example.
follow the story. Kwa rada.
Twende kuwa Mkenya,
Yeah.
Kenya.
Mkenya.
Yeah.
So first of all, you will introduce truth or whatever, some facts. Most of the liquor you're drinking is fake. Who's brewing beer, my guy? You know what it takes to brew beer? Make Guinness. Tastes like Guinness. Fine. Niambie manze ka Kenya Ken kangu nikagidurai. I might admit that. But I Summit Lager, my guy. Who made Guinness?
See, it's Kenya, man.
No.
Ni gani?
We package Guinness.
Yes.
So it's not ours.
Na kwani keg, who makes keg?
I could just
It's
literally.
not made here.
Yeah.
But where are those places unasikanga we brew? See, the places they brew even here.
Really?
Yeah.
So we have very few breweries, by the way.
Yeah.
Order, kuna EBL, of course, brewing. Kuna our micro brewers, and these are legit companies
Yeah.
creating dope ass beer.
Kwani wale wa Bull Bistro, whatever.
Brew Bistro. You see?
Whatever. Hawaji brew wanadanganyaga wase.
No, it's like it's
See, they brew. See,
No, they don't brew
Okay.
in-house.
Oh, alright.
sawa,
Yeah.
and then they don't brew pombe ya wenyewe.
Yeah.
They're called micro whatevers, right? You make your own. You manyata, whatever,
Yeah.
all these things. That's you.
Valentina.
Murat. Good drink. Limushka tano. Eh. Good drink.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Who made Guinness? So you introduce a dubious sounding bill or facts. You're drinking fake alcohol, counterfeit alcohol. Then mnangoja a few weeks later, we are regulating alcohol. Okay? This is pole pole. Because you plant the whatever in your head so that when I come tell you that this is what unafeel ni kama na kulinda. Yet it is another
my God.
policy.
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect.
Yeah.
It is another policy being introduced to siphon money out
Yes.
of the taxpayers. What? Banks. Because sasa pesa ilikuwa iende kwa kitu ingine, ndio hiyo imepatiwa na kada. Ndio hiyo nyani fulani yenye jina yake ni keep something imekula
Alafu
mabilioni.
the worst thing ni wanataka kufanya na DCI, and then after that also they're
Who
saying
trusts DCI
they're also
first of all?
saying they're also saying it they are bringing programs in companies, and now if they are going to bring programs in companies, meaning pesa naekwa so that employers can actually also help employees who are addicts of alcohol at workplaces and stuff, which is another money. For instead of ukretie mse job, mtu asipate time ya kwenda kulewa.
Right.
Not
And
job.
also remember that conversation that we talked about the media. The media does not feed you income, it prepares you for what has already been planned.
Exactly.
So they have to kind of like ease you, pull it, just give you a dose. Like, hey, this is what's gonna happen. Just pull it. To actually put in a place where you feel like, oh my god, it's actually happening. But they're just preparing you for what has already been planned, not give you information or update you.
Oh, so it sounds like an Hegelian dialectic, but
Yeah.
it's what I'm showing you. Problem, prediction,
Right.
plan.
Yeah.
It's like cause and effect kind of stuff.
Yeah, like it's not. And this, here's the thing. And I can bet money on this. Tutasikia scandal ya hii issue.
Yeah. Of
Kuna
course
mtu-
itakuwa.
kuna-
And I feel like maybe there's somebody
Right?
who actually runs this
I
stuff
know.
and is against
Cause.
it. There is just something, kuna mtu mwenye ajalipa kitu. Kuna mtu hajapewa sadaka pahali.
Or maybe something happened.
Kuna tu kitu kamefanyika because these people are the ones that run these things.
Of course.
These people are the ones that run these big clubs, they have big restaurants. These people are the ones that actually unaweza pata already wako na hizi illicit stuff happening because
Shareholders in
how
this.
do cabs, how do I get living in cabs?
I know you can make that.
Exactly. But the police are they not the same people wakisema wanatuma watu wa DCI
Yes.
sijui nani. Polisi
They're
wakujangi pesa yao kila
every
siku.
day.
They're the ones who come. So what is going to make a difference? Unaweza pata hata hizi policies zimekuwa ni venye zikuwa zina nini hazijai kuwa followed and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's just a way to actually make people think we're gonna work, but there's nothing.
This might actually never even see the face of day. But the whole thing wamesema hapo that we shall do this, we shall create this. Watasema it
It's
was
a scandal.
It was a project by Nakada, but the feasibility was not. It wasn't feasible. You know when they'll say that 2027, and they will quote figures. We have spent 14.3 billion. But the feasibility of this project on a long-term basis is not there. So we are going to discontinue. 14 billion later, 3 billion after 10 shillings later.
I know.
Ndio nataka that's why I say mi chenye naona tu hapo design ya kukula.
Yeah.
And
literally.
and what did they do with the betting whatever? Kumbe iko hivyo. See, let us go back to the drawing table because they are paid for sitting allowances.
Literally, they are.
Okay, we will talk with the creative community and come up with a. Why didn't you talk to them before you came out trying to do that? Like, there's a very glaring failure of government enacting policy and researching policy before it enacts it. It's being blanketed. Everything is all about that Jewish guy in the Bible. We don't care. We're not even Christians, by the way. So, Sisi, by the way, my God is alcohol.
Alright, moving on to the news and updates. Before we come to the end of
And
the
I have
show,
freedom of worship. I have to worship my God.
We have here South Korea, who is to dispatch researchers to study Kenyan youth.
Umeleta shida.
South Korea? Again?
Yeah.
What happened?
So South Korea, the government has revealed that a team of researchers from the Hankook University, Hankook University of Foreign Studies from South Korea is expected to dispatch to Kenya to conduct survey of the youth. Mnafikiria nini kama
To study
youth?
Kenyan.
Kenyan
Are you
youth.
serious? No.
Why no?
Study what?
What are they studying at?
Exactly.
The subjects.
No, that should be cancelled.
Study Ruto. That's what you need to study.
Are we a part of tourism?
Yeah.
For these people, obviously, I know in their heads.
Yeah.
Their sick heads.
They take pictures of you in their streets.
I will smack you in the head. I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm gonna crash that phone.
Yeah, so wamesema wako shocked when Kenyan youths are. So this is what they've written. The Korean government through Hankook University is in the process of undertaking a survey with a view of better understanding of the Kenyan youth in a bid to provide plausible policy interventions and create avenues for collaboration in addressing the youth's challenges.
What?
The initiative, which is youth-centered, touches on social, psychological, economic, and political aspects, and is spearheaded by Professor John Ondi, who is the director, African Human Resource Development Center, Institute of African Studies, and Professor Bae Yong Jin, director, Center of African Culture and History, Institute of African Studies in the university. So that's it.
We should cancel them. We should cancel Chinatown also.
Yeah.
Been to Chinatown?
Kenya has a Chinatown.
Yes, in Kilimani.
It does. Imagine how crazy ukitembea places zingine huko
It's
like.
China. It's written Chinatown.
It is.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
Hadi mama mboga.
In Chinese.
Wanauza fruits. Unaona venye unapata mtu anauza fruits. They've settled. Fruits, mtu ameka fruit pale yake ni mchinku anauza.
Personally, do what you gotta do. Okay? But here's the thing. Why are you studying us though?
Yeah.
You
I
see,
really want to know why. What's the
me ukiniambia
agenda?
there's a Chinatown, I'm actually, I kind of appreciate that. Reason is, looking at it very superficially and
Okay.
full of naivety, cultural exchange,
Okay. Right.
culinary exchange. Just
Right.
let's exchange culture. Let me know how to eat with chopsticks. Make E eat a lot of sushi. You know, like, fine. But when you start studying me, my guy,
What do you want to study?
is I monkey.
I know.
Is I in the zoo.
And I know that some people, if it happens, who literally volunteer with this thing.
Oh, they are like Kenyans hadi wamefurahi kwa comments.
Are you-
If you want to know,
Wow.
if you want to know that people don't give a damn and don't care and don't understand
please
what is
read the
happening.
comments.
Nasema sijaelewa ati wanakuja kustudy mayouth wa Kenya. Woi hawaogopi. Kenya youths are very smart and very intelligent. No need to research and stuff.
Very gangster.
Just offer them jobs. Let them be financially independent. Then you will see the best of them. Very cool people. Mwingine anacheka. Most of them wanacheka. Mwingine anasema hey, mwingine anasema one time, mwingine anasema this is funny. Nasema I nominate that guy mwenye wheelchair wa show yake. Nasema wanzie Kisii wateremkie huku.
Hawataitoka Kisii. Watakuwa confused up.
Aya, mwingine anasema the world is shaken. Mwingine anasema hii ni from whatever happened politically ama.
I
You know.
believe
So,
so.
so
Yeah.
here's the thing, and this is how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
See the biggest demographic of young people, the Africans.
That is true.
So I think they're trying to understand how to manipulate the next generation of Africans.
Makes sense.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because
They're trying to come psychologically how you
It
feel.
actually makes sense.
yeah, because they want to know
Yeah.
I know.
how do we contain, and because this is a rowdy bunch.
Yeah.
So we are probably the test subject that they're looking at as the whatever.
We are benchmarking.
No, like Sisi, your test subject, and we are the sum of African youth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since we are the most vocal about our rights and whatever, we shall take the most vocal people, learn them, and apply how we control them
Right
over
now.
the rest.
Right.
Yeah. So
Makes sense.
we should do the same to them.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
please.
should send our researchers there
I
to
agree.
go study them
Yes.
as well. And then when they come here, we already know their tactics.
Yes.
We apply them on them.
It's crazy
I
because
agree on that.
it will be very
1000%.
yeah, it will be very open here in the 254, but in their countries they will not allow that kind of shit.
Yeah, there's no Kenyaton.
It's just literally they would never be. And if you walk in the streets wanakuchukua picha ni kama we ni mnyama. I'm like, no, it can't really happen. But
But what
like,
he said totally makes sense.
It really does
because
make
this is
sense.
such an unruly generation, honestly. So they're trying to
definitely
figure
agree.
out, hey, why are they not aligning with everything they're told? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to them.
yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they managed to control their youth very well. Very, very well.
Yeah.
Through lazima uende jeshi,
Yeah.
whatever. So they, one way or another, they indoctrinate you into the
Exactly.
system.
Yeah.
What they are witnessing or seeing is a country of almost free-thinking young men and young
Exactly.
girls,
Which is very dangerous.
which is what Africa needs to be free.
I definitely
Now,
agree.
if you have one shackle off, I need to figure out how to return it before you get the other shackle off.
Definitely.
Okay?
Yeah.
And if I'm teaching the other one how to remove his shackle, I need to figure out how I make you tell him that he's not in shackles.
I definitely agree. But last news and updates, this is about the former Nigerian president. I think I heard you be talking about him, President Buhari, who died on Sunday in London.
Thank
Apparently, People are celebrating.
Yes, I am
Instead
too.
of crying in Nigeria.
Why? You died
Mabash.
in London, bro. What do you
Mabash.
expect?
Like literally, online platforms,
Stop.
especially X, formerly Twitter, are awash
Useless
with blunt
man.
messages, dark humor, and an apologetic relief, marking an unusual national moment where the death of the former head of state triggered more vindication than grief.
Yep.
And Buhari, who ruled Nigeria first as a military dictator in 1980s and later democratically elected president from 2015, had been a polarizing figure. While his supporters hail him as disciplined, his critics remember him as an architect of economic hardship, increased insecurity, and institutional separation. So many Nigerians blame his administrative for steering the country into damaging recessions, depleting foreign reserves, worsening inflation, and presiding over an era where the naira collapsed in value while debt soared.
So
Unadhani nani alikuwa anafurahi?
Ruto.
Why not? Nilikuwa nasema.
Listen,
Imagine when I mock Twitter, and you know Nigerians are very active.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw in Kenya, I've seen a news and update saying President Ruto leads Kenyans into mourning the president.
Stop.
And I'm like, which ones? As we didn't even know, ningekuja leo, singekuja job hata singejua amekufa. Literally, you know.
unaona ile siku huyu wetu ataenda Sayuni. Sasa hiyo siku hadi kutakuwa declared, hata kuna mtu ataenda kazi, itakuwa back. You don't need to gazette that one.
Me, I was saying, I think I've discussed this issue a couple of times. The problem we have with especially like Buhari, if you look at him, service yake yote ilikuwa about corruption. We're talking about him being on among the people who benefited heavy on the USAID when Boko Haram was being arranged in Nigeria, and he did nothing about it. So many young girls literally till to date wamekuwa mama actually wengine, they can't be found
Was
because
this
of
the one that people died kids when he was around that place?
no, yeah,
him,
it's still
right?
the same person.
Yeah.
Imagine children were being abducted.
Alafu
Ati
the
yako hapo
next
kwa
place.
vacation hapa ati na wewe ni president na watu wanabductiwa kando yako.
Na
It's not even
ukusikia.
making sense. Like, it's so crazy. But I've spoken about the failure of them creating a good healthcare system in Africa. It would even make sense. I always say, even if you fail to do it in your own country, you could have collaborated and specify it's gonna be in this country. Since you're all corrupt, at least one sure you just have a good healthcare system which is well facilitated, equipped, in case of just any of these emergencies you always go outside for. It's easy for you to fly from another country in Africa to another, instead of going all the way to the UK. What if you feel on your way to the UK, and all that. So it's back to them. I feel like that's why people are actually laughing, because it's always been a mockery. So many Africans are struggling. If you look at Nigeria, ukiangalia operational rooms actually hata hazina vitanda. Watu wanazalia kwa machuma, vitanda za chuma. Yeah, it's so bad. Like they don't look good. Most of the hospitals don't even have lights. So let's say there's a C-section going on, like doctors and relatives have to hold torches.
Are you stop?
I'm serious. I've spoken about this on my show. That's why I had to talk about it. You can use torches to
Imagine.
if there's a C-section going on, wanatumia torches za simu. Juu hakuna lights 24/7 in Nigeria, and your leaders are going outside to be treated. So shout out to the health minister of South Africa, who said he's a health minister but he's also scared for his life. The fact that he's a healthcare minister, but hata anajua kitu ikifanyika lazima tena aende nje. And he said he's even ashamed to hold that position because there's nothing he can do, because again he's also dealing he's employed in a very corrupt system. And he was very sure he's gonna lose his job actually even after saying that. We're saying it's sad that these leaders always have to go outside even for a simple headache. Unaweza pata mara moja hapo tu if you created a good healthcare facility. But this is nice. Me that I'm celebrating too. Like this should be a lesson
Good
to most of
riddance.
these idiots. Like should be a very good lesson. Next ni wewe. You saw the Ugandan I think member of parliament got cancer. Then after being going to the UK,
Yeah.
the same thing. Going to the UK,
Came
come
back and built a church.
Imagine,
that's
as a way of thanking God.
Are you kidding me?
What is this
Ungeenda
teaching
kanisa
you?
umwombe upone
Wow,
cancer.
instead of kwenda hosi. And you know it's a crazy problem because
Alipona, si
yeah,
alienda
Akatenga
akatritiwa.
kanisa, though there are so many, a lot of amount of money that you can create a
a
good,
good hospital.
healthcare
But you know these
system.
people ni wezi sana to an extent where they don't care because then they have that money to go. Watoto wao wanapeleka good schools, whatever, because they
Not
can't
even in
actually.
Kenya.
Yeah, not even in Kenya. But death will choose you, whether when in nani, whether when in nani. And you'll be served as an example because it is just super crazy.
I feel like it should happen to a couple more of them.
Yeah.
Let it be an evidence of showing you have failed to deliver, even when it comes to even protecting your own self. If I understand literally why what to come at Trump or you saw Macron. Macron was talking so disrespectfully to Ruto when he was in Spain. You've seen the video. There's a lot of disrespect on their face. Like, we're
What was he
like,
saying?
Oh my God.
we're not here to benefit. Like, we don't have a common agenda with you. You know,
I like that.
Unambua bluntly on your face. You know,
I like that.
Trump. I also like that too.
Yeah.
Trump also. I love Trump because he stands up to business. Like, he's showing you what power is about.
Exactly.
Oh, you understand good English.
What the hell was that?
Where did you learn
You
that?
know, no, the mockery comes from the
and you
mo-
sit there and listen to
exactly the
And
mockery.
some of you even
Like
laugh
a
as a joke.
that. I
BITC.
know, you're like, you're just listening
The
to
mockery
that.
comes from, because if you look at these people or these officials, every time they're going to represent themselves or talking about even the affairs of the country,
Yeah.
and Ramaphosa Pia was
Look at
disrespected.
that.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
shows why. I was sharing a video of Ramaphosa talking about unemployment. Oh, you know, our country has a slow development. That is a man talking. I'm sorry, but that is a man talking in such a way. You're supposed to. Trump is, yo, this is what I've said. The ice is going to get you out, and that's it. You know, like
Yeah.
the weakness that you've shown is what has made you become so disrespected. And you can disrespect you ajili ya ujinga zenu. We won't be disrespected because of your stupidity. We're not like you puppets.
Yeah.
We are the majority.
Yeah.
And you understand very
Ingekuwa
well that
Ruto, ingekuwa Ruto, natoka Spain, natoka Kenya, na cancel every form of understanding we have with France. Like,
Yes.
we are now hostile, okay?
we don't
I
have
wa-
a
I wa-
common agenda.
I was.
We'll never.
We,
He said we'll never
have a
a
common agenda.
Exactly.
Fine.
They put in your
So,
face.
He's coming in
listen,
2026.
actually, who?
Macron.
Where?
With an agenda in Kenya.
We do not allow
And Ruto will
Brigitte into our
It's already
country.
planned.
So here's the thing, and I was watching this. I don't know who was talking about it, but it was some South African guy, and he was saying, you know what it means when you hear like we have ties or we have like
Corporations.
cooperations,
Collaborations.
with a certain
Yeah.
country.
Partnership.
So
Partnership.
this is what it means. For instance, you can't build cars really in South Africa. You can assemble cars, their cars, but you can't build your own. That's part of the understanding. You will not challenge our industries. You will sell our products in your country. Okay? Now, let me ask you this. How many working relationship or contracts are we in as a country, sisi wenyewe? How
A
many
lot.
countries? So how many countries have controlled what we can and can't produce in this country?
All of them, those who are collaborating, cooperating.
You get like you can't. When we tried to make our own car, they shut they shut that one down. We tried to make our own guns and bullets. They're trying to shut that one down. You get, and it's where is our agriculture? Tuna import the cereal, oats.
Does it make sense?
You know we import oats.
Oh my gosh.
We import so many things that we shouldn't be. At a rice,
Everything.
like rice.
You know, and there's error, right?
That's the same thing I was talking about.
There is
Like,
error.
how are you importing
It's
kitu
crazy.
mnakulanga
Healthy,
daily?
Natural.
natural, and
No.
then we are consuming artificial things.
It's not even that.
Still,
It's it's the fact that this is one of our staple foods as per
Africa is sitting on a two. This was my
Agricultural
topic.
value.
Yeah, $2
$2
trillion
trillion.
dollar, not
United
Kenyan shillings,
Agricultural
dollar.
Value.
Yeah, and then there's something you've mentioned, which was saying exactly like we import sijui rice nini. Let me read it for you here what they're saying. They're saying across Africa, agriculture has been neglected for decades by governments. That focuses on oil mining and foreign loans. Land is often tied up in traditional disputes, political favoritism, and foreign leases. And then they added where we have countries like China, India, UAE are quietly leasing African farmland for decades, growing crops and not for Africans but to ship them back home. And the result is Africa imports, not exports, imports over $35 billion worth of food every year. Food that could be grown 10 times over, but instead of using the land that builds the world, Africa is exporting raw commodities, just like you said, rice, oats, what, and it's crazy.
You know how crazy it is to import oats,
Even wheat.
right?
We used to plant wheat, bro.
Even
Even my uncle still
Shamba.
plants wheat.
Everybody used to have a farm somewhere.
Right, a berry.
I know.
Mtu alikuwa kwa shamba yake ya wheat, alikuiona
Hatukuona, mimi najua yake ya
shamba
huko.
kubwa.
But what do you guys think as we come to the end of our show?
What I was saying, like the fact that we are tied up in so many of these deals that inhibit us from doing a lot, producing a lot, even offering certain levels of education. Okay, like where will you learn how nuclear whatever in Kenya?
Yeah, question.
Yet they're saying they wanna bring nuclear plants to Kenya. Who will man them? What if kama Kenya Power yenyewe inashindwa kuhandle hydroelectric? Who will go deal with that reactor when it's about to implode and Nagasaki has? Like there's so much that we are prevented from doing or being that we don't see the value in these relationships with the outside world as Africans. They're basically shackles. So as you come up with policies, okay, don't bring policies that harm a country, that harm the young generation. Don't look at how do I stop people from betting? How do I make celebrities not make money from betting? That's the wrong way to look at it. Look at it from this point of view. How can I educate the population about betting to a point where they see it as the patapotea that it is? Okay, you need to educate people. You need to give people other means of making money other than a theater.
Every move they make.
Okay, they go out there, they become content creators. You wanna tax content. They go out there, they get sponsorship deals with Hennessy. Now you don't want Hennessy working with these people. What do you want them to do then? They go to the streets to protest. You say shoot them in the leg. Huh? We can't one-leg an entire country.
Niliona mada fulani akisema walemavu walipangi tax.
Of course.
Sasa ukishaweka watu walemavu, nani
Atatoa
atalipa
wapi?
Wani atatoa wapi tax?
And you have to think about it. And here's the thing, and here's how you know we have a government or basically a political class that is out for self-preservation. Name me one singular policy this government or this parliament has passed that is for the people.
Hakuna na kutawahi kuwa.
The system is not meant for the people.
No, as in, you see, like, fine, seatbelts, you all might not have liked them, but they are for you. That's a policy that's meant to save your life. Speed governors, the same. Okay? These are policies when you have the ICT, whatever, coming out and saying we need faster internet. Those are policies being enacted to help the Kenyan people. But name me a singular policy that this parliament or a bill that this parliament or this government has passed that actually serves the people correctly.
Akona, can I give my point as we wind
Yes.
up? My closing remark.
Yeah, that was mine.
Okay, my closing remark is personally I think understanding articles I've been reading recently and where we stand with everything we've spoken about, from Buhari dying, us being investigated because that's what they're trying to do, study Kenyans. Kuna mtu nisikia akisema sijui Wakenya are not under Wetangula or Mudavadi. Wakenya waizi eleweka sai. Mudavadi, when he was questioned in the US, it was in a certain interview. Kenyans cannot be understood right now. You can't prophesy Kenyans anymore, and which is actually very good. Naibaki hivyo hivyo. Like looking at everything we've just spoken about to now, the alcohol, and what he mentioned, we've signed so many deals that we have no goddamn idea. Like our puppets have really sold us out to the point you can't even fathom it. Like it's really, really deep. For me, I think the way I've been able to now look at everything and understand why we stand where we are, the IMF and the World Bank has been the biggest trap and scam. That's why because the loans we take come with conditions like his, or where the youth are trying to empower themselves. Never. It shouldn't happen. Because if you talk about HCG, mtu analipa pombe, mtu anawak kwa pub, like hizo vitu kidogo kidogo tu, like it's something that is empowering the youth. And it's not like they're satisfied, that's why they're on the street. But they don't want, the goal is to ensure we never develop. So we're in a trap, we're in a scam, and I don't know how we're gonna walk out of it, because it's really, really deep, like I said, but we'll have to fight for it. We have, like something kids said, we have to create our own military. Like we have to join either the Alliance Sahel State as a youth. We become a big old military. We fight this system. If not, it's just gonna keep on running for really quite a while before things change, because it runs super deep. But without all that being said, you guys have yourselves a beautiful day. See you guys later on the Africa Today show. And I hope you learned something out of this.
I definitely agree with everything everybody has said, but also we do have a woke generation, and it's our time to take over, and it's unavoidable. So it's our time to redefine the coast of Africa, honey. Have a beautiful Monday, and remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. It's happening right now, so y'all cannot avoid it.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you guys so much. Every Monday and Friday, same time, same place. Much love.
This Friday I will not be around, so see you guys next week on Friday.